So welcome back again to the lovely Blue Ridge Mountains for another episode from LostCub. The Alpine series? Yeah, we'll call it a fucking series. Seems legit as hell. So yeah, we are back with Anton. Anton, who I believe at least, at last check, after his little run out with Suzanne, has headed back home, ended up crashing at his mom's place.
Yep.
Very well.
Hold up. Teamed up in Home McGraw, yeah.
Yeah. Where are you staying exactly? Like, I mean, your
Couch.
sister and brother have their places. Yep.
Couch. Couch. He is staying couch posted up like a sentry. He'll probably fall asleep while he's watching, but, he tries.
All right. Let's see. First off, how well this goes. Come on, Heidi. Ooh. Very well. There are no horrific screams in the night. Suzanne has probably taken Heidi up to your old room and tucked in with her up there. And while
I mean, if
both gave,
if worst comes to worst, he will help transfer Heidi so she sleeps down on top of him in the couch, essentially. If worst comes to worst.
She was pretty fussy about it. If you would indulge her and let her come lay on you on the couch, that works. Very well. Then yeah, you post up and totally don't fall asleep with Heidi curled up on top of you.
Nope. Never.
Never. Not once. Yeah,
Nope.
she just curls up on top of you, like ear against your chest. And sleeps perfectly peacefully.
He'll wake up then eventually, like, get her off him, like, ugh.
I mean,
rub his face, because couches aren't comfortable to sleep on.
I mean, it definitely depends on the couch. But yeah, and considering that honestly to fit both of you on there, she probably really did lay on top of you. So yeah, when you wake up, you probably wake because you hear movement around the house. As usual.
Yep.
Albeit there's still an air of tension. But your mother's come downstairs. You probably wake to hearing her footsteps kind of creaking down the staircase.
Yeah, just get up and rub his face. Plop Heidi back down and tuck her in.
Heidi kind of flops as you start to move and makes rumbly noises. And are you making a point of soothing her back under?
Yeah, you just sit down on the couch, roll her back over, put the blanket back over, and just, soothe her back to sleep, essentially.
Yeah, it takes a moment. She initially seems like she's stirring up properly, but when you put her back on her stomach and pull the blanket over and take a minute to like sit there, rub her back, make sure she's eased out, she dozes back off pretty readily.
Just lights a cigarette as he's kind of rubbing his face.
And I mean, of course, your mom has come down the stairs and glances in probably while you're soothing Heidi back to sleep. You all right?
Yeah. Ugh. I'm all right.
Well, they did leave an officer out front, so thankfully, I hope you got a little sleep, Anton.
I got some. What are we going to do about the kids in school?
She takes up a bit of a thoughtful look and pauses. She kind of was set to kind of ease into the kitchen after a moment, but pulls herself out and kind of leans, propping her shoulder on the, just on the wall there by the door. Probably keep him out today.
Maybe we should talk. Maybe you should talk to the, principal or something.
Oh yeah, I'll call.
I know I don't want to tell you what to do. with him like that and the violence, he kind of gestures upstairs. You know, it's kind of, he doesn't need to say it.
No, they're not going in today.
Maybe keep him out for the week even, if it comes to that.
We'll see. But for the moment,
But at least,
for today, I
yeah,
suppose I need to make a call.
he doesn't. Yeah, I know.
One step at a
Just
time,
rubs his shoulder.
Anton. I'll start some
I know, I
coffee.
know, I know. I know. He takes a drag of a cigarette. Because he's like, I know mom's going to disapprove, but I'm so fucking stressed. You know what I mean?
Honestly, your cigarette is the least she has to worry about today. So yeah, she steps
Just
into the kitchen and
get up and follow her in, to be honest.
yeah,
Sit
you
down.
hear her, the little beep of hitting the coffee maker, and you'll hear her, and as you come around, we'll see her kind of leaned back against the counter, phone out, kind of glances up as you come in, but
Just sits
has
down
opened
on
the
the
door.
table. No, he'll wait for it to finish. He just sits down on the table, kind of just rubbing his face. Essentially using this as, I'm waking myself up by doing this.
Yeah, and you'll hear like a fairly low key conversation between her and whoever in the excuse me in the school office picks up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there will be a brief conversation, and then you start hearing movement again as she goes about, tucks the phone, snags the coffee pot, and initially at least, probably like just comes out after a couple of moments, setting a mug in front of you and settling down at the head of the table herself with another.
Sorry about Heidi. She didn't want to leave.
Yeah, and your mom
She
kind
did.
of flicks a glance over.
Heidi's mom doesn't do very well, you know? So she stays over at Susie's a lot.
Anton, honey, as long as Suzanne up there isn't complaining, it
It's
is
not.
so far
It's
beyond
not.
none of my business, honey.
It's nothing like that. She gets scared of them. She has night terrors.
Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Looks like she got attacked by an animal.
Yeah, she did. She hasn't been sleeping well since.
She just kind of it's the poor little thing kind of shake your head. Just sips her coffee because you know what? Honestly, she might be a little more on key to catch you at fibbing and whatnot, but she has so many bigger
Yeah.
problems right now
I
than
mean, Anton's just like, I'm just, believe me. Yeah, he's just banking on the fact that mom is just so fucking tired. And he's tired. He's just like, I'm just, there it is. There's
there's
the
a
line,
lot
whatever.
going
You know what I
on
mean?
and you having some strange little blonde girl hug on you while you're sleeping is hardly the highest of her worries.
So, all right, keep them out of school. Now we've done that. Now it's, shakes his head.
Spending a small fortune fixing the windows. She finally pulls her phone
I've
back
got
out.
money. I've got money. I plan to give it to you anyway.
All right.
Me and Susie are going to get a place, and we have some left over, so I can give you a portion of that.
At this point, every little bit helps, and I'm not sure I can keep relying on your daddy. So, she kind of looks up again where, like, honestly, there's just been, like, trash bags duct taped up across the broken windows. Just because it's something to keep the air out, or in. I
There we
got
go.
really
Hang out.
confused for a second.
Hangout's had a bit of a
The hiccup.
the all, yeah, the all snap page came up. It's been doing that a lot lately for everybody.
Yeah, she just flicks a glance up and, looking over where, like, trash bags have been just taped over the windows, something to keep the air in/out. Every little bit helps.
It's a decent amount of money I can give.
Are you sure?
Like I said, me and Susie have our money planned for the rent away. I can give her a decent bit left over for helping out with the house.
All right. And your mother is an adult, but is not completely um, phone stupid. So she has, like, while she's sitting there, has her cup of coffee on the table, has plunked out her phone, and been scrolling through different, like, window repair type places or replacement places, just grimacing periodically. Probably at the cost, truth be told.
We'll fix it. Don't worry about it. These things can be fixed.
Yeah,
They're
windows can
just
be
windows.
fixed. Windows can be fixed.
And we're safe. No one's hurt. Okay? He didn't get in.
We didn't.
And that's the most important part. He didn't get in here. He didn't hurt you. He didn't hurt Christine. He didn't hurt Phil. Check to see did he hurt Bubba, because if he hurt the dog, oh fuck me. There would be nuclear detonation of war, Katie. Please don't
No,
tell me he killed the dog. I'll be like, no.
for what it's worth, Bubba is curled up under the table and probably, like, lipping at the bottom of whatever, like, pants you're wearing, if you're wearing any. And if
And he
not, it's
didn't hurt
just
him.
fucking with your feet.
And didn't hurt him either. Gestures down to Bubba.
Oh no, I didn't let him out. Wish he
See?
was about
Whole
three
family.
times that size. She kind of leans back, glancing down at the dog, who gives her the happiest of happy dog faces, like you do.
Whole family's safe. Okay?
Yeah.
Just keep that in mind. For them as well. Like gesture upstairs.
And she flicks a glance to the stairs, nodding idly. Could have been a lot worse.
It could have. Looks out the window. Very far away. It could have been a lot worse, Mom.
Oh, I know.
Yeah. Rubs his jaw uncomfortably. He shifts uncomfortably.
But he didn't get in. Might as well have thrown rocks through the windows, but by then I don't think he was really trying to get in anymore.
No, he was just trying to scare you.
Sure he was. Sips coffee.
Then she'll see the anger starting to build in his face. Yeah. Let me know how much the windows cost. I'll figure it out. He's standing up very slowly.
She nods. We'll do as
And
soon as I call someone and get a quote.
he'll pad upstairs to where Susie is, very carefully. Heidi's still conked out for days, so he's got time.
Yeah, he's got a minute. Heidi's all curled up on the couch, right in his warm spot. Best spot. And your mom doesn't interrupt. She goes back to looking through various services she could call. But yeah, you put her up to where Suzanne is up in your room.
Opens the door and kind of just closes it very gently. Sits on the bed very slowly.
Yeah, it'll be about time you sit on the bed that she starts showing life signs, such as it were.
Hey,
Oh, hey.
you okay?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm alright. Are you okay?
I'll manage.
Reaches over to snag his hand.
I gotta talk to Becca.
How bad is she?
Again, so far away. That stair's about 1,000 yards of far away. She's bad.
Was it hospital bad?
No. I don't think so anyway. But it's bad.
She might tell you to fuck off.
She might. I gotta make sure she's okay. It's my responsibility. I put her in that mess.
I mean, you
I told her
volunteered.
nothing. I told her nothing bad would happen to her.
Yeah, I know.
So I gotta make sure she's alright. Even if she spits in my face and tells me to fuck off. I
Alright,
gotta make
just
sure.
gotta give you a heads up. Usually, if she gets fucked up bad doing whatever she does, her runs, she doesn't come out for a while. So,
I'll go see her. And we'll see what happens.
alright.
Just pecks her on the cheek.
Going by yourself?
Yeah. Yeah. Just rubs his face again. Like, she'll see the hands start to slowly white knuckle.
Hey. Just. Just know it's how she is, alright?
It's not her. It's not her fault. She's not making me angry. That's my dad.
He's probably out of the county by now, you know that, right?
I'll get him.
I know.
That's my dad who did that to her. My dad.
Yeah.
So I gotta do something. I gotta keep you safe. I gotta keep Heidi safe. I gotta keep my family safe, and I let Becca get hurt.
You can't be
So I gotta,
everywhere, Anton.
well, I was careless. I let it happen, and I should have seen something coming.
None of us saw something coming. I told you.
I know. But I was careless. Now I'm gonna make things right.
Try not to. She actually reaches up, like trying to go for the chin. Hey.
Just stop her.
She pulls him around, points him down to look at her. You can't be responsible for everyone all the time, okay? I know you want to be able to take care of all of us, and she grins very faintly. I love that you want to, but people are gonna do what they do, and we're gonna make mistakes, and sometimes we're gonna get hurt. None of us thought Becca was gonna get hurt. If I'd thought
I made a
someone was
prom-
gonna get hurt, I would have tried to shut it down.
I made a promise. Since I couldn't stop her from getting hurt,
I can't
I can still
promise what
help.
other people will do.
I can still help.
I know. Just she goes to like pull you down by the chin, just enough to plant like a little peck on the end of your nose. Just don't beat yourself up too bad, okay?
I can't. I can't tell you I won't. It's just quite honestly, you know what I mean?
You're not responsible for what someone does that's monstrous. It's not. Why
I
would you
know.
ever
It's
expect him to do that?
just can't stop thinking. That's all. I'll be okay.
Oh,
Will you stay here?
okay. Just at least try.
I'll try. Because you asked nicely.
Hmm.
Smiles, just a faint smile.
Good.
Stay here. Please.
Okay.
I don't want you hurt at all.
I won't be. Like I said, worst
Good,
comes to worst, your
because
dad doesn't even know I'm a thing. It's okay.
I know,
I'll
but
be here.
still. Good, because, like, yeah, it's not like I'm, whatever, looks off.
Not like you like me or anything. Grins.
Nope, never, nope. Stands up, fixes his collar.
All right. Just keep your phone on.
Be there, I'll be back soon.
Better be.
I'm not letting, I'm not letting you out of my sight.
I'll call you like the most controlling, obnoxious kind of girlfriend. It'll be awesome.
Good,
We'll yell. It'll
good.
be like a TV show.
Good. Well,
Really
I'll be
hyper
waiting for
dramatic one.
smiles and besides, you're part of the family now.
Oh yeah?
To me, you are.
I'll take it.
I think Mom likes you. She's walking through the door.
There's kind of the hand wave of like blah 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 blah. She finally starts
Plus,
getting herself set up.
yeah, he'll go immediately check on Christine. He knows Phil is probably still asleep, so there's no point waking up. I was just ending them being like, bro. You know what I mean?
All right, looking on. No, sister.
Pops a
Ba-da-da.
knock on the door. Duh.
Yeah, you tap a knock on the door, and in pretty quick order, your sister would like pops it open. Yeah, what's up?
Checking on you.
Shrugs.
Don't want to talk?
I mean, and she does like let the door kind of just ease open. I mean, it's shit.
I know. I'm just checking on you. You're my
Good.
favorite, after all.
Better be your favorite. Like, kind of flop hugs him. It's not the lunge in. It's just kind of a lazy slump forward.
You are.
Is Dad such a dick?
Yeah. Yeah.
Think he's
It's
going
not
to
your fault.
jail?
Yeah, he is. It's not your fault either. You know that, right?
She just kind of turns like nests a cheek against him. Yeah.
You didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I'm kneel down in front of her. I'm gonna go out. I gotta go see how Becca's doing. If
Becca?
anything happens, yeah,
Okay. Something. I'm trying to remember if you told your sister.
he told his sister. Oh yeah,
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
he didn't go into the details. He just said that he attacked her, like bet her up and stuff. He didn't go into the details.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
no, no,
just
no.
like get her to a goddamn ER or something, Anton. If it's bad.
I'm gonna see what she wants to say. If she says no, I'm not gonna push her. It's up to her. Can't rush that.
Okay.
I'm gonna take out his phone. Anything at all. You ring me,
Yeah. First person I call.
okay? And if anything gets bad, you remember the back way I showed you to get out of the house.
Mm-hmm.
You take that. And you wait for me there.
Yeah.
Go down that road I showed you, and you wait for me right there.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah. Gotcha.
Make sure you gesture back at Susie and down the stairs. Take those two if you can.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be back soon.
Okay.
I'll watch a movie. Smile softly.
Good.
Big stupid one.
A really stupid one.
It's really goofy. He's walking down the stairs. Or watch one of your serious indie movies that make you so sad as he's walking down smirking.
Like, they're good movies, okay?
They're comedy gold as he's walking.
They're not comedy, they're sad.
Yeah, he'll let his mom know he's going to check on. He won't mention her name, but you know,
Go
she
check on
knows
his
where he's
friend.
going.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he will drive them. Fuck, he'll drive. He'll eat mildly, and then we'll drive all the way to Becca's. Whew.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm. White knuckling the whole way.
Oh boy.
I mean, it's just only natural. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Ooh.
Yep. You roll out the early fuck off morning. Like, you're seeing the first couple school buses start rolling around type early.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, you head out and out and out. Eventually get to, pull up to the garage.
Just walks to the front door. He's coming in and out at this point.
Yep, give me an alertness as you roll up and get parked.
Three.
Oh yeah. For the first two, you do spot um some motion at the front window, just that where the living room is. You see kind of Ambrose meander by the window. For the 8, I'll give you that there is also a flicker of motion by Becca's bedroom window.
I'm gonna roll persuasion first of all because I have a feeling I'm gonna fucking need it. It's active. As he's walking up to the door, like he'll come in because I think Ambrose has basically said he's one of the people he like what I mean, you need to come in and out type of thing. So he'll come in the doorway.
Oh yeah, you'll come up to the door, and I mean it's still early morning, so Ambrose will come out to the front. Excuse me. We'll meet you there. Unlock the door, let you in.
Nods, like Ambrose as he's walking in.
There's an idle nod.
How's she doing?
She does not want to talk. Kind of helpless shrugs. Not as if it's directed at Anton in particular, just like, don't worry, I've heard it about 50 times so far. And heads back over, probably honestly, just towards the living room. But you can try if you want.
I'll give it a go. It's pretty important.
Good luck. You'll need it.
Thanks. Heidi says she misses you, by the way, as he's walking towards the stairs.
Get you a flash of an amused little grin, but he's fairly somber. All told.
Yeah, that catches him. Because come on, who could not like Heidi? You know what I mean? He's just
How
walking
can
up
you
the
not
stairs
love
in the back of
Heidi?
his head. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So,
you pop upstairs.
it's a very gentle knock on her door.
What?
Hi.
Hey.
Want to go see that car?
Not today, Anton.
All right. You slump up against the door. So what do you want to do today, then?
Are you for real right now?
Yeah. I mean, I'll go sit down with stairs with your dad, and we'll have a merry old time playing pool or like chess or some shit.
Not going anywhere today, Anton.
Cool. I'll go start playing chess.
Are you for real?
Yeah, pretty for real. I mean, I watched Heidi play with him. I was entertaining the shit
What do you want, Anton?
to see you.
Think I've been seen enough of for a minute.
Okay, I'll wait. Lights a cigarette, sits there. Do you hear him? Just
You can almost feel the head shake happening.
Just let me know when you're ready to be seen.
There is sullen silence from inside.
He'll sit there for as long as it fucking takes because he's like, yep, no.
I got a whole day.
I got all day for you. Do you know what I mean? You even bought an extra pair of cigarettes packs with him. He's like, yep. Sets down,
I'm gonna say,
prepped.
at the very least, you were there long enough that you see Ambrose putter by at one point, like heading for the door. He glances up the stairs, sees you just staked up in the hallway, kind of just shakes his head, heads
Gives
out
a
to the
wave.
garage.
Even so, Becca hears him. Hey, Ambrose. You know what I mean? That, it's like Becca will hear him say it and everything.
And eventually, like, I'm talking a good hour or better after you show up. Like, you just get to sit there chilling.
Mm-hmm.
Takes a good hour
Prac-
for you to finally hear some
practicing
movement
those,
in the room.
practicing those smoking tricks. You know what I mean? Like when you make the like the O's and all that.
Oh my god. I'm trying to learn how to blow smoke rings, sitting waiting for.
Yep.
Yeah, you'll hear the feet. Hear first the motion over like in the room. Hear the feet kind of approaching the door. You still fucking sitting out there?
Yep.
You wanna fuck off so I can use the bathroom?
Nope. I mean, you can step over me. It'll be fine.
Really, Anton?
Yeah.
You feel the like thud of her leaning on the door from the other side. Why are you pushing so hard? You muted. No.
Hello.
Ah.
There you go. Sorry. What was that last bit? Because someone came into my room.
Oh, okay. She just you feel the thump of her kind of leaning on the other side of the door. Why are you pushing so hard?
Because I care.
Yeah, well, I don't want you to see this, so
I don't want to either, but I still care.
well, that's great, but you can care from like down in the living room or some shit.
All right. Stands up. I'll come back when you're done.
You can hear the fucking just frustrated sigh.
Gets up. Sits down in the living room.
Yeah. You putter down the stairs. Like she knows the fucking floor plan. And about time you're actually in the living room and out of sight, you will in fact hear the door open.
Doesn't make. Nope. Gonna wait. Not gonna get the urge to do the blur thing, but no. Nope. Sits there.
Yep. She ambles, roughly down to the bathroom as predicted. It is actually in there for a hot minute.
Mm-hmm.
Um but after a good while you hear her kind of tromping back, hear the door close.
Comes back up the stairs. Posts back to the usual sentry position.
Really?
Yeah, I told you I was gonna do it.
Some people find this creepy.
That's cool. I'm a creep then.
Hear the like flump onto a seat.
This is, it's a nice hallway. Very spacious. Part my whole feet across here. Oh, look at that.
Anton, are you gonna sit out there all day?
Yeah, my God, all day. Even bought more cigarettes.
You finally hear the sounds of the lighter. You have incited the smoking.
Even got the rollies, so I didn't waste money. I made a bargain today. Woo!
Anton, you're not just gonna sit in front of my fucking door all day.
Watch me.
Out of here. Got shit to
No,
do.
no,
Fucking no.
nope. I'm dedicating however long it takes to sitting here.
Yeah, well, you're gonna be sitting there for a couple days.
Cool. Better get the sleeping blanket then.
Anton, just give me some fucking space.
I am giving you space. There's a door. Have I tried to come in?
Nah, because if you tried to come in, I'd hit you with this fucking chair.
But have I tried? Have I demanded that I come in? Have I actually said anything? No. So I'm just gonna sit here. When you're ready. So I'll probably have to go and check on everybody. But when I come back, I'll sit outside the door again. I'm gonna do it day after day after day. So just get used to it.
So effectively, you're just gonna trap me in my room if I don't want to see you.
No? You can step over me, you can pretend I'm not even there.
I really don't want you to see this, Anton.
It's not about seeing it.
Maybe it is to me.
Well, every time you get up, you say, I'll leave.
So if I want to go outside, you'll fuck off.
Yep.
Then why are you posted at my door?
Because I care. And because I am. And perhaps this is the only way I know how to. So, there.
How about you give me a week to heal off the bruises before you come hanging around?
I mean, I can heal them.
I can almost feel the eye roll.
In fact, I can, but I'm not going to ask you to do that. I'm not going to ask anything. I'm just going to sit here.
There's some weight shifting. That's all you want to do, huh?
Yeah. I mean, there are things that I want to do, but I'm not going to tell you that. I'm not going to say anything else. So, the only thing I can do is just sit here.
Why don't you tell me?
I want to track him down. I want to just find him. I want to keep you safe. I want to keep all the people that I promised safe, even though I know I can't. Because I've been so fucking driven and blind, I overlook things. And I let a person that I give a shit about get hurt. And it's eating me up inside. And I know it's neither of her fault what happened. But I can't help you. Because he thumps his head against the wall. Because that's not my dad anymore. That's not him. That's some sickness that's got into his system, and now it's there because I've felt it and sensed it.
Fucking sick, all right. For what it's worth, as you've been talking, especially when you start with "I want to hunt him down," you seem to have earned her attention. She's shifted up and shifted closer to the door.
And now I went to his motel room and I sniffed it, and there it is. That smell. That same pungent smell, and I let my friend in there with that, and I wasn't there. So I want to track him down. Take him apart piece by piece. Because that's not my father, that's some beast. I can't do that because I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's become. I don't want to hurt you and I don't want to do anything, but I don't want to push, so I'm just going to sit here and do my job and keep you safe.
You feel the jostle on the door again as she leans on it from the other side. Well, your dad ain't here.
You're here.
Yeah, I'm in one of the safest places in the area.
Doesn't matter. You can be as safe as you want as long as you don't feel safe. It's never safe.
Got at least one automatic weapon in here that makes me feel pretty safe.
True that. But then again, I'm a 9-foot death machine. I didn't see any of that coming.
Yeah, well. I don't know. Shouldn't have. Kind of feel her shake her head and lift off the door again. Even I didn't see that shit coming.
It's not your fault.
You know what, Anton? I'm the dumbass that walked right into his room with him.
Still not your fault. Still doesn't make it any the more of you to blame. Nothing you did was your fault. Nothing that happened was your fault.
Anton, if I ever see your dad again, whose fault it was will be settled in a couple of well-placed bullets.
It's more complicated than that, Becca. Not because I'm telling you to plead with mercy, it's because he's something different.
which means that you poking up a couple of bullets mightn't be able to stop him.
Sure as fuck slow him down.
It will, but if you want to kill him, I have pauses. I can sense things about people. I can analyze things, and I know how to track, and I know how to get at him in ways that he has never dreamed of. But I need to know what I'm dealing with.
Dealing with an asshole, Anton.
It's more than that.
The fuck do you mean more? What do you...
The place that he went to his rehab, the same branch company provides drugs. When a girl named Carla Thompson, her mom was getting sick, she was wasting away into nothing. Let's just say something was inside of her eating her alive. Sort of like me, but like a creature. My dad went to the same rehab facility that was run by them, took their same drugs. I think it infects some sort of parasite in your brain.
Yeah, well, that's fucking unfortunate for him.
That's good. I know. But I need to know. I need. He takes a long breath. There are things I have to ask which I don't want to ask.
Like what?
I need you to talk me through it.
Nope.
Like I said, I don't want to ask it. I need to know, did he shift into anything? I need to know that how comes him being able to slam back shots like it was nothing was able to overpower a strong woman like you.
Question of the fucking day, isn't it?
Which means that. But I need to know, did anything alter in his facial features? I need to know
You
things,
just look
and I
like a
don't want
psycho,
to know them.
Anton. Just look like a fucking psycho.
Okay. I'm sorry. I didn't want to ask. I don't want to ask.
He
It's not
didn't
why I
turn
came
into a
here.
big fucking chick like you do. Nothing like that.
Okay. Still staying here.
You hear the breath kind of flow out like, oh boy.
I told you I care. I give a shit about you, alright? Big fucking deal. You can shout at me and curse at me and tell me I'm this and tell me I'm that all you want. For a fact, am I actually. Fuck it. It's no more than I deserve anyway.
She's pacing. Look, Anton, it's nice. It's a sweet gesture, but you're not a guard dog.
I'm not being a guard dog.
They're literally sitting at my door,
Yeah,
saying it's to keep me safe.
not just about keeping you safe either.
What is it?
That I'm here. But you know I'm there.
Anton, I don't doubt that you are happy to talk, but
I'm not asking to talk, Becca. I wouldn't ask that. It's not what I mean. It's that I'm there. Right here. Ready to go out and even just fucking sit in the garage and watch you shout at me about how shit at mechanics I am. Or me sitting down on the couch and you doing whatever, not having to show anything, but I'm there. It's not about wanting to have quality fucking Dr. Phil shit. It's not about that. I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to anyone.
give me charisma expression.
Okay. Persuasion for this shit. Oh. That was a good roll.
Yeah, I'd say you're considering that you're. Do you have a charisma specialty?
No,
Also
manipulation.
Okay, that's still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fine, Jesus fucking Christ. And she promptly, like, it is a very abrupt about face. You hear the footsteps, like, doom, 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 pretty quick, like, towards the
Sits
door.
up.
And yeah, it kind of flicks open. And with a roll of her eyes, kind of, she finally. I mean, she really does just step over you and keep going.
Watches her.
I'll give you an alertness check, however, as she breezes out.
One.
That's enough for the more flagrant stuff. There's at least one good bruise on her face. And considering the way she dresses, there's bruises on her arms and a bruise on her throat.
Okay, he's gonna check because that was a lot of worm tail on that bed. I'll pop a sense worm on her.
Oh yeah, it's clinging.
You'll just say Becca.
What? Trotting down the stairs.
There is something I gotta do. It's werewolf shit.
What? She pitches a glance back over her shoulder from the base of the staircase.
Remember that the way your dad gave me the drugs and I did some hinky dink shit on it?
Yeah.
I need you to sit down. I won't touch you. But I gotta do something similar.
Give me the roll again.
Which roll?
To appeal to her.
Charisma?
Charisma expression,
Expression?
trying to appeal to her. Okay, buddy.
With 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3.
Yep. She doesn't respond quite as quickly, but she kind of glares back up at you. Yeah, that's a nice shiner she got there.
You take her rage. Yeah, no way. Takes her rage.
Fine.
Just
Starts heading for the kitchen.
pick his stuff up, go outside and snap a twig off and walk back in.
And yeah, you find her plunked down at the kitchen table with Honestly, in light of recent events, a fucking beer. She actually has pulled the case, like the little 6-pack out, set it on the table, has the first one to open it in her hands.
Oh, I'll roll Bright Cleansing. Fuck it. I'll spend a willpower. Oh yeah.
Oh, she's super cleansed.
Just does it. Just nods. There. All done.
Am I
You're
kosher?
clean.
Right.
It's like a infection.
Gross.
Yeah.
She proceeds to, like the petulant bitch she is, start hoisting herself up, but she does turn around and flick the bottle cap at you, do the snap thing.
Just bounces off him.
Just try not to get in the way. And yeah, she just with the bottle in one hand, the pack in the other, and a cigarette hanging out of her mouth, starts for the door.
Watches. Rubs his face.
And yeah, she just ambles out towards the garage.
Just goes and sits by his car. You know what I mean? Just sits there. Cracking his knuckles. Staring down at the brochure because he's like,
Yeah, you can snag it back out.
Yeah, he'll read it.
Oh yeah, it's this wonderful rehabilitation center sponsored by Megadon Pharmaceuticals.
Have a
The newest
contact
and
number.
edgiest. Of course it does.
Takes that down.
Yeah, there's a contact number, an email, a website.
Does that? Okay, perfect. Yeah, he takes all that down in his phone. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you can even poke through on your phone if you want to. It's your pretty about what you'd expect from, any properly current website that's really meant to appeal to and welcome people and be like, "Oh, look at the great stuff we're doing here." And just very very bright pictures, a lot of smiling people. Even though there's some tough subject matter in it, it approaches it
Yeah,
all
it's
from a very modern, edgy way.
Is there a contact number specifically for somebody? Because normally they have you can contact this person to get in touch and all that.
I mean, it's you can call our facilities at here, and we can set you up with a consultation. Blah 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 blah. Schedule a walkthrough, schedule an appointment. I'm trying to think of what the word is, but here's who you contact to gain admittance to the program.
Just nods to himself. All right.
They definitely boast a very quick turnaround because let's be honest, rehab usually takes a lot longer than your dad was in there. He was in there for a couple weeks, but it's usually a pretty extensive process with a lot of checking up and whatnot. So they boast, state of the art, quick turnaround, great results, on and on and on.
Just nods to himself. Decides that's his new place he's going to stalk, but doesn't say anything at the minute. Just kind of puts it all back in his phone, looking up to see if she's even. I'm assuming she's pattering around, but even if she's coming over to him or whatnot.
Yeah, Becca is, for the most part, trying really hard to pretend you're not there. She does glance over every once in a while. But, just she's got a beer close at hand the whole time. Already has, oil stains on her hands. And yeah, is going to town. She will at one point kind of disappear out the back of the garage. Are you going to be nosy, or are you just going to let her disappear for a bit? Just walks out the back and after 10 minutes hasn't come back.
I'll be nosy.
What you gonna do?
Roll that blur first.
It
2
activates
successes.
it.
And I will pop a willpower point for whisper catching. And I'll roll that stealth. 3.
So 3 at diff 8.
8. Yep.
All right. And then what you gonna do?
Do the creep.
Creep.
Yeah. See where she goes.
Let's check her pool real fast.
It's a tough roll. That's a goddamn tough roll for her.
Oh, it is. It is. But I'll give her a cursory roll. Oh yeah, no way in hell. She's caught up on what she's doing. So I mean, it's hard to hear. Like, they got music blaring in the garage, like most mechanics do. Her dad's still working. But as you come creeping around the corner, slide around, she does have things like she's got a heavy bag and whatnot. And she is, oh my god, she is doing terrible things to that poor heavy bag that it doesn't deserve. She's just slipped on, like, she hasn't wrapped her hands. She slipped on, like, fighting gloves, something to pad her knuckles a bit. And yeah, she is demolishing the heavy bag.
Just watches.
And I mean, you have whisper catching up, so you'll catch some of what she's saying. It's just she's not saying anything really complete or thoughtful. Just going on about, like, fucking crazy eyes and the smug look and blah blah blah, and just pummeling.
Just watches for the longest time.
Yeah, she pretty much just kind of goes until she's out of energy for it. Even then, takes a couple, like, much slower, much heavier. Obviously much less. Much less. What's the word? Like, practiced swings. Just kind of, like, at that point, just kind of spite punching it a couple times. She eventually leaves off it though, but she's there for a good bit. She even kicks it
Probably
once
just
or
as she-
twice, just out of sheer temper.
Probably after that, the final, like, exhausted last spike kick, he'll eventually say, leaning up, propping himself into a lean up against the wall. He'll just say, "Want a drink?"
She fucking whips around so goddamn fast. Let's
I mean, he won't be, like, right up in her grill. You know what I mean? He'd be positioning himself so even if she swings, he misses wide.
It's definitely not so much that she takes a swing. I'll say she's actually pretty good. So we'll roll this, I guess, for lack of a better thing. Yeah, she kind of whips around, and there's kind of the breath suck in, and at least, like, that brief, like, up of the hands. She kind of tucks them up again, just like, Jesus fucking Christ, Anton.
Why'd you not hear me coming?
I didn't fucking hear you coming. I should put a bell on you. Fuck. Like, goes to, like, pull off the Velcro for the, the wrist wrap part of the gloves. Shaking her head.
Probably because I could hear you hitting that thing from across the yard.
Yeah, well, it fucking deserved it. Pitches the gloves off to the side.
No, you look like you taught a lesson.
She kind of shoots you a skeptical look.
Doesn't say anything, doesn't have a smirk on his face or anything, just nods.
You really gonna hang around here all fucking day?
Yeah.
It's that's a good roll. She kind of eyeballs you for a second, but doesn't say anything. The jaw kind of grits, like clenches for a second, but she's kind of
What? Why does that
shakes her
make you
head in
angry?
the okay, whatever.
Why does that make you angry?
She kind of pauses, turns a glance around again. Again, there's just like there are bruises blooming in places all over her body, but the one that really stands out, especially when she whips and gives you like a look, is the fucking shiner. I don't like people seeing me busted up, Anton.
I'm not judging.
It's not about judging.
I know. But I'm not.
I don't want you looking at me and getting the idea I'm some helpless little girl, Anton.
I don't.
You sure?
I thought that for a second. I think you're somebody that's hurt, not helpless. Never helpless.
Kind of measures up on that.
And there's a difference between being hurt and being helpless.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, there is.
I don't think you're helpless. Helpless person would have come out that door. Helpless person when they kicked the shit out of that bag. Wouldn't have still gone and done work. Helpless person wouldn't have done that.
And yeah, she's kind of measuring up the things you're saying, like really weighing to see how much she believes you. And ooh,
Oh, here we go.
yeah, there's a pause. She kind of like clicks her teeth a bit. Finally turns around. Look, I don't want to be reminded of what happened. And right now, seeing you reminds me an awful lot of what we were doing last night.
Oh, did you see it? I got. It's not even anger, man. That's not. I don't know. Ooh, what would that constitute? Because I feel like I probably would take rage, but I don't know what constitutes.
I mean, an extreme emotion, basically, it's not just humiliation or fear or anger. It's any real extreme. So if it hits him really, really bad, he could. I mean, he could
I
always
think
just kind of like have the breath taken out of him by it.
Yeah, I think that's what I mean. I'm just. Oof.
I mean, just roleplay
Ooh.
wise, I mean that could easily kind of knock the
Mhm.
breath out of him in a really visible way. You could use something
Just-
like
just- she'll see it. Like that. Ooh.
it's not your
Okay.
fault, and I don't blame you or nothing, Anton. But
No, it's fine.
I'll go. Just eases up off the thing. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll leave you alone. Just turns and starts walking towards his car because ooh.
For what it's worth, there is. I'll let you pee an ear if you want.
Yeah. Ooh, Jesus. So really fucking that. That was cold, man. Fuck me. One.
You catch a little glint of. You could swear it's kind of remorse because the point wasn't to hurt Anton's feelings. It was just to say, look, every time I'm looking over, I'm remembering, and I don't want to. And it was very blunt and it was very flat, but he catches on to some idea of remorse. It wasn't said out of it wasn't an attempt to lash out.
I'll leave you alone, Becca. Don't worry about it. Till you stop remembering. You can just keep walking. But she'll see it. Like, that fucking stung him. Because I think he's not been hiding his emotions. He's cut the fuck up about what happened. It's written all over his face.
She weighs on it for a second. I'll call you later.
You don't have to.
Actually gets kind of a nod. Keep in touch.
Yeah. Just keeps walking. Gets in the car. Just rubs face. Drives off. But yeah, no, I'm not crying. You're crying.
Yeah. For what it's worth, she doesn't go back into the garage after that. He goes to walk around and she plunks down on one of the seats back there.
Oh?
Yeah.
I mean, I have whisper catching hackers. That's the thing.
I mean, you'll hear her kind of muttering about well, that was some stupid shit and fucking kind of beat herself up a little bit about it, but yeah, she just plunks down. You know what? It's whisper catching. Let's. You won't hear it till you're around the corner. You'll still be in range, but you'll be, often improperly out of sight. And you get maybe halfway back to your car from around the corner of the garage, and yeah, you can hear it. She's also got a nasty case of the "I'm not crying, you're crying."
Oh, Anton,
it's just pretty clear that yeah, the bluster dies once he's out of sight.
Once he hears, he stops. Oh, fuck, he turns back. Once he hears the crying, nope. He's got, as much of a lying asshole he is, no. Turns back, starts walking back. Second he hears it. Makes it known that she can hear him. Almost comes around the corner, fast.
How fast? Jesus.
I mean, he just walks around, the second he heard the crying, just poof.
Yeah, I mean, she's plunked down in one of the seats back there, one of the same kind of fold-out chairs she had out during the party type thing. She has, one or two back there. And, some of her working out shit, there's, a lean-to area. It's open. There's no door or anything, but, who's dumb enough to steal from her, really? But, yeah, I mean, you come around the corner, and you can see her. She's, sat in it. Got the elbows on her knees, got her head down in her face in one of her hands. Though, you whip around the corner, let's see if she even fucking notices, honestly. No, she doesn't. Initially, she's still, just kind of got her face in her hands.
Takes very gentle steps over and kind of kneels down. So, when she looks up, she'll just see him.
How close?
Not very. There's a distance. There's distance, but he's kneeling down, getting to her level. And he'll stretch the hand out
So it's almost like she has to respond to it, but it's not a threatening gesture, if you get me.
Yeah, for what it's worth, like it's not until you get around kind of in front of her and start to hunker down that she kind of realizes you're there, and she very quickly kind of startles up, like wipes the hand down her face. It's like, Jesus, Anton, what?
You were crying.
One second. And yeah, she kind of looks up and you're crying. She just kind of shoots you this fucking almost. I mean, at this point, you're getting a better read. So it's supposed to be a very kind of poisonous look. No, it wasn't. Just no, I wasn't.
It's okay to cry. Nobody saw you, just me. That's fine.
She almost immediately like kind of starts to pull herself up out of the seat.
Stands up very slowly.
She kind of like starts back towards that back door of the garage and shoots a look back. I wasn't crying.
You are.
Again, it's kind of a peeved look as she, very brusquely kind of goes back into the garage.
You just say again, you were. It's almost like drawing her back out to get angry at him.
She like, yeah, she goes to turn like, yeah, whatever, and goes to turn, and you keep insisting, and she stops like 1 foot in the door, looking back. I wasn't fucking crying, Anton.
You were crying, Becca.
Leave it alone.
You were crying. Stands there, very open armed, not, but turns.
Yeah, she stops making with the more retreat, and with the hand still on the knob, just pulls the door to, closing it, looking back at him. Why are you pushing?
Because I care. Because I give a shit. You were crying.
I wasn't fucking crying. She starts kind of squaring up a little bit, like the posture's getting more aggressive.
You were crying. And I care a goddamn fucking lot about you. And I'm not hearing you cry. Can't take it. So there. But you were crying. And I heard you.
Didn't hear
And I
shit.
came running. I heard you. And I came running.
Ooh. Oh,
Yep, and it waits for it.
oh. I mean, she keeps it in. You see her kind of like again. She's getting angrier. It's. I mean, you can even P&E to confirm what I assume you're already
No,
like
I
working with as far as like her overall mentality.
know what I'm about to roll. Appearance, expression, charisma.
What are you?
Oh,
What was it?
charisma.
Here's my expression.
How about yeah?
Okay.
With persuasion, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He'll say, "You're crying. You. I heard you from out there, and I came running, because I care. And now you stop. But you still were crying. You can deny it all you want, but I heard you." That's 7, I think, or 6 successes.
It's
'Cause
6.
persuasion's active.
It's
So yeah,
6.
that's
So
what he
you got
says.
the 1 in there. Shelly kind of rounds up on him.
I mean, he's not afraid.
Yeah, it's basically it's starting to get under her skin enough that yeah, she finally rounds up on him, and you know what? You get kind of that two-handed like thump shove of like, are you gonna come at me type thing when you're trying to provoke someone. You get that.
Stands there like a sentinel. You were crying.
I don't cry.
You cried. I saw you. And heard you.
Get another one of the shoves. She is not like this is not baby handsing. She may have like worn herself out
Nope.
some on that, but she's got some raw strength still. Thumps into him
Nope.
again.
Takes back a step. Stands back forward. You do cry. You were crying.
She gives another shove. Leave off it.
Because you were crying.
Wasn't fucking crying. Like this time, like actually goes and like goes for a punch.
He'll take it. Stands there.
Let me. Where is she? There she is. I'll let you soak it all, but she actually like will sock you. I'm not gonna go for full dice pool because she's a little worn out.
Mm-hmm. Do your shit.
Let's see. Do that.
It's a good hit.
Here's a good hit. 3. Take away at least one of her dice due to just being fucking tired. Yeah, it's pretty solid, like, wallop. And it's not, like, going for his head or anything. It's just...
I'd take one.
Yeah, just... going for, like, the shoulder, trying to knock him back again. It's a solid fucking thump, though.
He takes it. It's only one bashing. You know what I mean? Most of his... He's well used to getting. So he gets... He just turns. You were crying.
Yeah, I mean, more and more he's pushing it. She starts to kind of square up, like, and again, she swings, just angrily being like, "Wasn't fucking crying." Dung, like, goes for it again.
Stamina.
There's that.
That's how much I soak.
You take one again. She
Probably
swings
hits him
fucking hard.
Probably skims his bad shoulder, so he's like,
Oh yeah, that fucking like it's only one effective point of damage, but ha!
Just growls, but he just goes, you were crying.
What does it take to get you to leave off this shit? I'm not crying. I don't cry. Now they're just
you right now.
theatrical fucking shove.
Look at you right now, because I bet you there's tears coming down her face.
Maybe.
Look at you right now.
And this time she kind of goes for the head. She's pissed.
Mm-hmm.
So at higher diff. Oh, she swings wide.
Maybe he just takes a step to the side.
Oh yeah, it just takes a bit of a lean. He's also like, she's riled.
Look at you right now, Becca. What are you doing?
About to kick the fucking shit out of you.
You're crying.
Not crying. Shove.
You're crying. And hitting me won't change a damn thing. You're just gonna keep crying.
I mean, she kind of vibrates in fizz or fizz primary, like takes another swing. It's half-hearted though. She doesn't really actually go for it.
Stands there.
Whoop. Nope.
Go on. Yep.
Nope. That stays right on the inside. That's what that does.
Fuck it. Fuck it. Another charisma expression. Here we go. The more you keep crying, the more everyone's going to see it. Because you keep crying, Becca. And that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. So keep crying.
She gets the aim shot this time.
Mm-hmm. Hit me.
Oh god, that is +2, so +2. So running her at 1 less. Ooh, so before
Nope.
she just boom. It's
Hits me
you
pretty
say like the more you're crying, the more people are gonna see it, and dong, pops
Yeah,
him.
he takes the hit. He hit the ground. Rolls back.
Actually, what you're sitting on? That was a 4 or 5, 6, and then you had a point
6.
ag standing.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. You fucking keel over. That's 7. That's in cap.
Oh yeah, I'll wait till I wake up a bit. And I'm assuming she's starting to walk off, right?
You pop over and she's just like, oof. When you do wake up, she's still standing there. She's back a step or two and kind of shaking out her knuckle because I mean she hit you hard enough and had taken her gloves off that her hands fucking ringing.
He gets back up slowly, painfully, spits out the blood in his face. You were crying.
Really?
You were crying.
You're bleeding out your fucking mouth and you want to keep doing this?
You were crying.
You trying to get back up?
Yep.
Yeah, considering you're already talking shit, she just kind of takes 1 step forward, picks up the other foot, and like puts it on your shoulder to push you back down.
Gets knocked over. Continues getting back up.
No, she just leaves the foot planted on your shoulder, basically to fuck your ability to build the inertia to pull back up.
Keeps trying. Doesn't even make like the cursory like roll against her or strength or anything. But he slowly bunching up his legs to try and slowly stand up. He just keeps pushing him back down, does it again. Keeps pushing him back down, does it again.
Yeah, she just plants the foot on your chest. The fuck is wrong with you?
You were crying.
not fucking crying, Anton.
You're crying right now, Becca.
Yeah, give me one more roll.
And the fucking willpower. God damn
You
it.
have been peppering her with some pretty heinous ones.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 more.
She finally pulls the foot back. Backs up a couple steps, rubbing at her cheeks, like angrily trying to clear them.
Gets up very slowly, very painfully.
And as you finally like get to where you're finally like rolling up that last little inch, like, oh god. And she's turned half away, only half, kind of facing, essentially in profile to you. Still kind of like rubbing at the far side cheek. So fucking what?
It's alright to cry. It's more than alright to cry, Becca.
Doesn't mean I want you to see it.
I'm seeing it.
So fuck off.
No.
What do you want?
To help.
By making me cry.
And make you cry.
You could have just fucking gone.
I could have. But I didn't. I could have taken up the wolf form. I could have blown all that talent I have and things that make me virtually nearly impossible to beat for a human like you. But I didn't.
So what do you want?
To help. To let you know that it... Who gives a shit if you cry? Who gives a shit if I see it? I want to see it. I want to help. I may not like it. It may hurt like a bitch. It may kill me inside. But I would rather see it and let you fester on your own. So you can smack me around all you want. You can be as blunt or as sharp or as cunty or whatever the fuck ever you want to do. But I'm not fighting you. Nor am I trying to.
She finally just kind of shakes her head. Still rubbing up like around the one tear duct. She's touched the other side a couple times gingerly because there's still a pretty heinous bruise there, but it's kind of it's almost a weak smile. She kind of chuckles. I never thought it'd be so hard to convince someone that, I just fucking need space. Usually the fucking haymaker does it.
Well, spits out more blood out of his mouth. I know you need
Paint my
space.
entire fucking sidewalk, you know that, right?
Good.
Like glancing over, because this is like the 4th or 5th time he's had to spit out a mouthful of blood, and she's just like, look at that. It's like I did this on purpose. It's like a fucking design on the pavement right now.
Well, there you go, you're an artist. I know you need space. I'm giving you it, but I'm not gonna let you think that crying is some kind of weakness. I can't walk away from. I can't walk away from you, so deal with that.
Lucky for you, she reaches up and gives him a little bit of a pat on the cheek, knowing full well that he's kind of got a, mild concussion type state going. Gives him a good solid doomp doomp. What I think isn't up to you. So,
Right. It's not what I meant. I'll take another beating if it means that you can learn to admit that it's okay to cry.
all the kicking your ass in the world isn't going to make it okay to cry, Anton.
Well, figure it out somehow.
Yeah, well, you let me know when you get a version of that works. In the meantime, fine. You can fucking stick around. Just, I don't want to talk about that shit.
I wasn't trying to get you to talk about it. Jeez, fuck, he's got slumps against probably the workout set.
I know. You asked, and I couldn't stop fucking thinking about it after you asked about it. After you talked about it.
Yeah. Well, I just wanted to fucking get the guy who did it, okay?
Well, you drag his ass back here. You couldn't figure out a way to track a car. Especially a fucking rental like he had. Jesus. Gonna
Rental.
return that bitch and... Yeah. Kind of glances over. Yeah, it's a fucking
That's where I'm
rental. Probably gonna
that's where I'm gonna
return it
fucking-
and... Who knows what the fuck he'll
That's
do
what-
after that.
Well, we'll start there. I just needed to know because I wanted to make sure of something. I didn't want to ask. I don't want to ask, and I don't want you to talk about it. I'm not fucking leaving you here, and I'm not walking away while you're crying your eyes out in the back alone. You can just fucking accept that. Because I've put myself on the line for you, and I'm putting it on myself on the line for you. So you can just either man the fuck up and deal with it, or hit me again.
I'll just lock you out of my room next time I want to have a cry.
Well, I'll come to that fucking door then.
Take you out with a goddamn chair.
Do it. I'm still coming through that door.
You have a... Not big on privacy, are you?
Look, I'm bad at this, alright? Jesus fuck. Why do you have to... You actually get to... Because I imagine he's riding high a bit on rage, because he's got
Yeah.
smacked around.
Oh yeah. You're riding high enough. I probably should have made your roll, but
Fuck it.
it wasn't
More
exactly
thematic.
formal combat.
Why'd you gotta cut me down at every attempt, okay? I am shit at this. I am grasping at every straw I can to try help.
Maybe I'm used to dealing with shit alone.
Well, maybe I am too. Maybe it's a shit way of dealing with things. I care. So whatever clumsy attempt I'm gonna do, I'm gonna fucking do it. You, Susie, Heidi, you're all I, Christine, you're all I fucking have. So that means me sleeping like an idiot out in the middle of your fucking garden? And I'll do it.
Seems a little extreme, Mountain Man.
Yeah, well, I'm an extreme person, so fucking... He'll ascend to Glabro and he'll all wick off the damage, essentially.
Yeah, you sure thought she kind of watches as you get a bit bigger, get a bit thicker. You're not seeing like that tingle of fear you might be worried about. Just man, she watches like a fucking
Reverts
hawk.
back down. Reverts back down to Hamlet. Cracks his neck a bit.
Nice trick.
Yeah, well... I regenerate. So if it means I sit out here and like a fucking shaggy wolf patrolling up and down your fucking place, even though it's probably the safest place, I'm gonna fucking do it.
Don't you got people in more dangerous places than me?
Yeah, and I'll go check on them too. But I'm not gonna stop checking on you as well.
Look, Anton, you can come check all you want. But I'm not gonna cry in front of you, and I'm not Suzanne. I don't need a hug.
I wasn't trying to give you a hug. He just actually just throws up his hands like, for fucking Jesus fuck.
You get what I mean.
No, I don't.
Kind of rubs her face. It means when shit goes bad, I need space.
Right.
I just
Get it then.
need a minute. Okay? I don't hate you.
Yeah.
It's not that I'm blaming you, but I need some fucking space to figure shit out for me.
Then I'll leave you alone then. Jesus. Rubs his head. Clearly blustered and confused just as much as she is.
Yeah, they're both like, why are you like this? Because they're functioning on completely different wavelengths. Then thanks for letting me kick the crap out of you.
Yeah, no
Gotta
problem.
Rubs the back of her head.
He's walking. No problem.
She just kind of awkwardly, as you're going around the corner, kind of eases back into the garage. Ambrose has like the hardest, but that's none of my business face going on right now as he is elbow deep in a fucking under a hood of a car.
He punches his car door as he's opening it because he's like, I can't do fucking anything right as he's getting in.
You get in the car. You like start to fire up the engine. Your phone goes off.
Looks at it. Like, what now? That type of expression. Like, what now?
It's literally just a text from Becca that says, "I still like you, even though you're an asshole."
You're a bitch. He replies. Not like I like you either. It's not like I like you either. So whatever.
Yeah, I mean,
Driver.
Yeah, you can try to check and see her expression as you're doing that and
Nah,
then driving off,
doesn't.
but
He just drives it. He's too angry. He's not even focusing. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Just, I mean, she can see it. He's fucking tortured himself over this. That's the problem. You know what I mean? He doesn't want to cry in front of her because then he'll make her feel guilty. You know what I mean? It's that type of thing. So he's trying to just be like, no, I got to get out before I start showing emotion.
Can't break her machismo, Jesus. God, Anton. Yeah, you roll out.
He's gonna drive to that bar that his dad always goes to.
Oh, yeah?
Always, because We're gonna start there.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Because that motherfucker has friends that come here from work.
All right. You roll up to this bar, the one that he used to frequent.
I imagine his work colleagues will go there as well, right?
He probably has one or two like guys from work that he used to go there with. Yeah.
Walks in.
You walk in.
Looking around for the ones he recognizes.
Hmm. Let's see if any of them happen to be there because it is still early in the day. In fact, like you've blown a couple hours, but you're still talking like lunch. So let's see if there's a chance.
There's always a chance.
All right, give me an alertness. All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it takes you a second because this isn't one of the people that like let's be fair, you have not seen a lot of his coworkers per se, like but you've had to go up and talk to him once or twice. And the dude you recognize sitting over at the bar just kind of not drunkenly but just kind of casually shooting the shit with the person who's back there behind it is not one of the guys that like you've seen with a lot of frequency, like you couldn't put a name to his face. But you know he works with him. Or worked with
Can
him.
walks over very, very, coldly.
And you're running pretty high on rage, so he notices. Bartender notices. The hostess does not fucking flag you when you come in. Like, you get a certain amount of space, and when you blatantly approach the dude, he takes notice. Kind of looks over, looking you up and down.
You knew my dad.
You're Paul's boy, right?
Yeah. You heard from him?
Nah.
You lying to me?
What? Look, kid, you know he hasn't been at work for weeks.
Cold?
Oh, fuck what I know.
Oh, you alcoholics all know the same.
What was that?
Got a number. You heard me.
No, like out of character, what was that?
Oh, alcoholics are all the same.
Kind of puts up the hand like, whoa, man. Like, it's because you're running high on rage, it's not like an aggressive gesture. It's just like, hey, Jesus, essentially.
You got a number for him?
Why would I have his number?
I spent no willpower on this. I'm rolling intimidation. Charisma. 2. Do I add my objects?
Huh?
Do you add your rage? So I remember people saying something about adding rage to intimidation checks or something like that.
Actually, with normal people, yes. So feel free to roll your rage as well, because I'm pretty sure you're running pretty high right now. I'm pretty sure you'd be at like 4-ish,
5, I think.
4 or 5, yeah.
course. Yeah, 5. I think I was on 5. It's another. It's 2 with the willpower spend. Anyway, I don't know what my diff is even.
I mean, admittedly, with you high on rage and him being who he is, like, he's pretty fucking, like, he's taking a very, like, defensive kind of posture. He's just like, whoa, 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 what are you saying as you are rolling the intimidate?
Where's his fucking number?
Look, man, I don't have his fucking number. I haven't heard from him since he went off to rehab.
Then point me out who can get his number. Which one of you fucks that work with him has his number?
Look, kid, probably the fucking foreman.
What's his number?
Can't just give out his number.
Give me the fucking number.
Look, kid, it's against work regulations. I can't. I could get fired.
Spend it. Spend it on another willpower? Oh, fuck me. Here he goes, Anton. Oh!
What the fuck was that?
That was our charisma intimidation check.
Did you forget all your rage?
I didn't roll my rage. That's just straight intimidation.
I mean,
right, I'll roll my rage.
To be fair,
Well, 6 successes with the willpower spend.
yeah, let's see if you can tack any
I'll roll
more
my
on.
rage now. That's 9 successes. And Anton will lean in. I don't give a fuck about your fucking work regulation.
He
Came
doesn't
in.
have enough willpower in the world. Give me whatever
Attacked.
threat you're gonna do.
Came in, attacked my family, fucked up my house, frightened my sister, beat up my friend, and you're gonna give me that fucking number. If you call the fucking cops, looks at the bartender, or you try some hinky shit, I will fuck you up. I will fucking get you. Now
Yeah,
give
the
me the fucking
bartender
phone
has
number.
decided there's some important shit in the kitchen he needs to be doing. Fuck this guy. The dude is like, Jesus, fuck, okay. Calm it fucking down, kid. Holy shit. Like, pulling his phone, like, fumbling with it out of his pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, he just, like, pulls up a contact and it shoves the phone over, like, there. Jesus.
Takes the foreman number and fucks his phone against the wall and just walks back out.
You huck his phone against the wall and he's like, fucking Christ. And yeah, you storm out. Nobody gets in your fucking way.
Foreman number. He's gonna put the phone in his on in Google. Click the phone because that sometimes show you where you fucking live. If it doesn't, I will go. Yeah. Or it gives a
Probably
registry.
not. It's like a business line. I mean, it gives the guy, it's like, you can probably get his name, maybe.
I'll probably get his name. So what he will do is he's going to drive to his father's work. He's not going to get out of the car, though. He's going to sit in the car so he gets a clear view of who comes in and out of the parking lot.
All right.
And he will ring the number repeatedly. Well, we'll watch the person going to the car, put his phone number on private, because you can do that, and he will ring and see which one answers when he's going into the car. At the end, he will sit there waiting for a couple of hours and wait to the end of the shift and then see which one answers the phone first.
He's going to sit there literally all day just waiting for the end of the shift to do this?
Yep. Or he'll probably do it periodically during the day to see which one answers the phone so he has a face, and then he's going to follow that fucker home.
Okay. Well, way to take things to 11. Yeah, I mean, even the first time you ring it, it takes a couple rings, but yeah, you'll get an answer. Hello?
Do I see the guy who's answering?
Oh, let's see if he happens to be outside. Hello.
Hi.
So for the first time around, no. It's just, hello?
Hangs up.
Okay. You wait a little while.
Waits about an hour.
Jesus
Rings
Christ.
again.
Alright, roll me perception alertness. Oh yeah.
See him.
Yeah, you see a dude kind of a couple of guys are talking. I mean, talking shop type thing. See one of them kind of hold up his finger and dig into his pocket.
With
Again, you
five
get closer.
successes, do I see like anything identifying? Like, does he have a wife or anything like that? Just to be sure, he's checking everything,
Like a what?
like a wedding ring or anything.
With
Because that's a
that,
shit hot. That's a shit hot roll.
I know it's just a ring is really small. I mean, you can definitely like you get a good look at him. You can identify this guy out of the group at this point. I won't say from this distance, like you sitting in the car in the fucking parking lot, that you can say a wedding ring because that is so tiny.
Yeah, no, I'm just kind of getting a general layout.
Oh yeah, you see,
He's got
like
the guy.
the dude picks up, and again, it's just like
Hangs up.
you see him like say you can tell from where you are that he's saying hello into the phone a couple more times. Kind of looks at it, says something out of annoyance and shoves it back in his pocket. Like whatever, continues his conversation.
Watches him where he's going to go drive.
And admittedly, like this is like you said, you wanted boss dude, so you'll see for a while. He's in and out. Sometimes he's out talking to a couple of the guys. Most of the time is in the oh, excuse me. Is in the office, and admittedly, it's not like they're logging like right immediately in this area. So like you have trucks coming in, trucks going out. You have trucks actually hauling lumber. You have just the guys. But this dude is mostly there around like that office building. Obviously, one of the dudes running the whole thing because with frequency he does come out to engage the guys that come up. Obviously, explaining where they're going, what they're doing, sending them off.
He knows he's going to leave early. He's the boss, sure. So he waits.
And yeah, let's see what time he cuts out. Oh yeah, he cuts out an hour too early. So like 3:00, he finally you see him come out, holler back through the door a couple times, and then kind of seeming pretty pleased with himself. Trots down the steps, heads over to his car, pulling keys out.
What time of day is it?
It's like 3 p.m.
Cool. I will start the car to get ready to follow.
All right. So, what I'm going to have you roll
Okay.
to follow this guy will be Manip Drive. Because I assume you're making some effort to not just be right behind him the whole way.
Oh, I rolled too many dice to take one success off that. It's 5, not 6. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, not 5.
Okay. So yeah. You follow along. The dude clocks out of work early. Let's see. It's like a drive-through. And, pulls out of there. You can see him kind of idly munching with one hand as he's driving from there. Gonna continue to follow, I assume.
Yep. I'm waiting until I get a house.
Yeah. Follow along. It's a pretty good number of successes. The only part where it gets a little finicky is once you get off into the housing areas. It's not these aren't tight little neighborhoods where there's a lot of cars rolling around. So you've got to give them a pretty long lead. And a couple times cars get between you and whatnot. But you do manage to follow him home. See him pull in.
Is there anyone who comes out? Is there anyone that runs out to immediately greet him? That type of thing. Like Heidi does.
Let's see. he pops out of the car. Let's just, you know what? Sure. He pops out of the car. When he pulls up, where are you parking in relation to this house?
A distance away, so I'm not really visible, but I still have clear line of sight at the front lawn.
All right, you might have to like fiddle your mirrors or something to do it. So yeah, you see him pop out of the car. And while you did see him munching on his way home, you'll see like the little Happy Meal bag or little box hooked on his finger.
Cool.
And yeah,
I get out.
like little
I get out
girl
of the
like
car.
runs out.
I get out of the car. I start walking. Actually, I go in the glove box because I know Becca gave it. I put the gun in the back of my pants very calmly and keep walking. I'm not going to walks to the house.
But yeah, little girl like runs out briefly to greet him, bounces around, gets her box, runs back inside type thing. And he's like ambling after her as you're walking up the street.
Mm-hmm. He'll go awkwardly, like, excuse me, sir. Hey,
It kind of pauses in the doorway, like with it open to the inside of the house. Kind of glancing down, across the yard at you.
I tried to get you at work. I'm Anton McGraw. I'm Paul McGraw's kid. My mom sent me to collect some stuff. It's been kind of a bit hectic. I'm really sorry. They said I could get you here.
And yeah, he kind of looks puzzled for a second, but you clarify who you are, and he just kind of glances back and just pulls the front door shut again. For what it's worth, he doesn't like stop to lock it or anything. He just kind of pulls the door shut again and is like, "Oh yeah, Paul's kid. We actually got a call from the police. Your family okay?"
They're managing. I just they needed a contact number off you guys, and we needed a contact number of my mom wanted to know about the rehab stuff and all that, and he had told her that he given it to you guys.
Oh yeah. 1 second, and he just pulls his phone out of his pocket. He did call asking to come back to work. We told him we had him on kind of a,
Do you have a contact number for him, just so if he calls the house or something?
I can give you the number he called from, sure.
That would be great. You'll say quite genuinely, so innocent, so sweet.
And I mean, he does kind of eyeball you, but familial resemblance is a thing. AKA, essentially, I'm counting this in part as your pure breed. There's a certain amount of familial resemblance, so he recognizes you.
Anton will even if you need to show his ID and all that, you know what I mean? Keep it legit.
Yeah,
if he asks.
You catch that initial hesitation and a good glance over, and he seems to resolve it. And yeah, it's like, this is the number for the rehab center he called from. This is last number he called from, actually opens a contact for your dad and has the different numbers marked in as from different places, and has the current cell phone is different from his actual cell number.
Okay. All right, that's cool. You'll take the numbers. Thank you. Have you seen him at all since the incident?
I mean, like I said, he came back around looking to pick up work again, told him no could do till he'd been off for a good year. When you get snagged for something like that, we really can't rehire.
No, that's fair. Did he come yesterday?
Yesterday? No.
All
no,
right.
It was
No, thank you.
A couple days ago, I think, fresh after he got out.
All right. No, that's cool. That's cool. Thank you very much. It kind of gives that exasperated smile.
Yeah. Is there somewhere you want me to drop off anything he left at work? Or just call your mom?
Call my mom. Just that would probably be the best thing. She just wanted to see, what the story was and all that. Get the paperwork out of the way.
Yeah. Of course. I'll get in contact with her.
Yeah, thank you very much. I'll leave you alone. He kind of gives like that, sorry, as he's backing off.
Oh yeah, and I mean you're getting a nod, and the guy, for what it's worth, seems reasonably sympathetic, especially because let's face it, there's no way that the law enforcement didn't call his workplace to see if he'd been around
Yeah.
there. So he seems to have a rough idea of what happened, and I mean, there's definitely some sympathy, especially like you just saw, he has a kid of his own, so
He'll walk back and sit in the car, and he's gonna ring that contact number as he's driving. Phone marked on private, but he's gonna ring it.
let me think.
Oh, if I get that answer, man, this is gonna be great.
You will. You know what? This will be the same number he's called you from a couple times.
Mm-hmm.
Like you key it in or you start to, and it's like, you mean this recent number?
He just nods like, okay, that's the recent number. Rings it.
You call, and after about 2 rings, it goes to voicemail.
Okay. Waits for another 2 hours as he's driving. Probably honestly probably driving back home, but he'll ring again.
And it's the same thing. Like you ring, it actually does ring, but then goes to voicemail. It only rings like once this time.
Cracks his knuckles like, answer me. You know what I mean? As he'll ooh. Did the brochure have a location of where this rehab facility was?
Oh yeah, it's got an address and like contact information and blah blah blah. It's a fucking rehab center. They're not hiding.
You can drive to that rehab center.
Jesus. You go out of town.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I imagine by now, like, Suzanne is starting to message, like, checking in on you, asking what's going on. Are you okay?
Yeah, he'll key her in and go, I'm fine, I'm just handling some things. Some stuff from Dad's work.
She just answers back, like, with gross.
Yeah. He's like, oh, I know. Just checking up on a few things. Everything okay?
Oh, yeah, we're doing fine here. Just, you've been out a while. Is Becca okay?
She's managing.
Sounds like
made
Becca.
some progress. Made some progress.
You get, like, the thumbs up.
But yeah, I'll be home soon. As he's probably, I imagine, he'll park so he can see the car park again and see who's pustling in and pustling out.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for a nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Because knowing nurses, they don't act. They're so usually tired after this. They don't usually change out of uniform, getting in their cars.
Let me check a thing real fast.
Because they do have nurses and then drug and alcohol centers.
That's basically what I was checking, like...
They have to. Yeah, they have to. I've worked in areas like that.
I'm glad you know what's going on, because this is completely outside my experience. But at a glance, yeah, it looks like.
Yeah, they would have day shift and night shift people, usually, depending on the type of center it is.
True, but like, when does the shift change usually? Because I imagine it's like late-ish and very early.
What? What time is it? What time is it now in game wise?
Oh, it was about 3-ish before. So by the time you get out to this place, it's maybe I was like 3:30.
They won't change shift till 6 o'clock in the evening. That's when the late night shift people come in. So he'll wait there. He'll wait. Keeps a block away so nobody acts suspicious. Put on the radio, listens to music.
Are you staying a block where? Are you just in the parking lot?
No, not in the parking lot. People will ask questions then. He'll just park close, but not in the parking lot.
All right, so yeah. Pardon us, I'm shoving pizza in my mouth. What you'll see is there's been traffic in and out, and it'll hit about that time of day, and you'll see like in reasonably comparatively rapid succession, more cars than normal go ahead and pull in and park, and you'll see people getting out with probably in their fucking scrubs because fuck it. But yeah, you'll see a handful of people go in, kind of staggered. A couple will meet at the door and like wave and smile and whatnot. And inevitably, not so long later, people will start trickling out, definitely in their scrubs because fuck it after a full day.
Yep. He's going to pick one that looks like it's driving up one of the more lonelier roads. You know what I mean? Even judging by her direction. You know what I mean?
Are you specifically picking like one of the chicks?
Yeah.
All
Because
right.
they're the ones who actually typically change males. All right, a little ironic.
Okay. So yeah, pick a random call. Give me the car. Give me that minute drive again. Follow along subtly.
Spin in the willpower because I have a feeling I'm going to get willpower back from being a director in this scene. 4.
Okay. Yeah. Follow along. As this fucking tired ass nurse just goes straight fucking home.
I'm going to.
Give me
what I'm going to do.
Fast.
Hi.
Okay. Okay.
So
good.
how
yeah.
empty? How empty is this road?
Basically, instead of like an apartment complex or something, she does actually pull into a neighborhood, like park up at a house.
Ah, I was actually going to get to her before she got to the house.
Right, you can do that.
That was my plan.
She's,
how empty
she's
is the
pulling
road?
into like a neighborhood. I mean, it's a neighborhood. In theory, it looks really empty, but you have no idea like who's home and who isn't.
Oh no, on the transition. You know what I mean? To the house. That was my plan.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean there'll be a point where you're. I mean, it's the fucking mountains. There will probably be a point where you're in the middle of nowhere.
He was going to try. What he's going to do is he's going to get ahead of her, right? You know, do the standard like I'm passing you out, and at a certain point in the road, he'll stop, knowing she's going to be there. He will spend rage to clear the distance from him to the hood of the car, open it up to make it look like his battery is dead. Like initially at first glance, you know what I mean? So she'll have to stop.
Okay, so he's getting ahead of her, pulling over and stopping?
Yeah.
Okay, so you pull over, pop your hood up, set the scene, as it were.
Mm-hmm.
High or low, Torna?
Hi. Don't be a dick. You know what I mean, nurse?
I love you, but
dick.
some people look at that and go, man, that sucks to be you. Especially after a long fucking shift, so.
Come on. No. Oh, now I'm definitely killing you. Oh, fuck you.
What the fuck?
Oh.
So she is not gonna stop and like pull over. She does it's not like a one. She does kind of like slow down for a second and like you see her pull her phone out, but she keeps going.
Takes rage. Fuck you, you fucking.
Yeah,
No.
she like picks up her phone and like obviously goes to make a call, but keeps going. Like she can call that into someone. She doesn't need to stop for that.
Slams the hood down so fucking hard. Okay, like, oh, why can't I do anything right? Just like, I mean, he just rubs his face. Never mind, Anton. Gets in the car. Oh, I'll follow her again.
All right.
She's got Yeah, no, he's actually he's like, this is a stupid plan, but god damn it, I want answers.
I just love that we've gone immediately to the extreme of I'm going to catch you alone away from your workplace instead of just going in and being like, hey, I'm this guy's son. I just need to know what his last info was.
He's been punched in the face repeatedly all day. He's not thinking rationally. That's the magic.
not.
That's the fun part of this.
He's so
That's the
ready
fun
to
part of
go
it.
so extreme so fast. So yeah,
Mhm.
you can definitely get a line and start following again. I mean, I
Nah, he'll
assume at a
turn
little
around.
more distance because you don't want her to see
Turn
it's the
around.
same car.
No, turns around and goes home, grumbles to himself like I'm a fucking idiot. Feels like a fucking idiot. Is a fucking idiot as he's driving in. Feels like he just goes in and actually just goes into his room and just rubs his face. Doesn't say anything to anybody.
Yeah, you come in and I mean, naturally, actually, Bubba does not assault you immediately because Heidi has him. Heidi loves your dog too much. Though, like you basically get in, like do the yeah, hey, I'm alive, and just walk straight up to your room.
No, doesn't even acknowledge anybody. Just goes
Oh
straight
my
up.
god! You just walk in, go straight up to your room. A
Yeah.
brief silence kind of falls, and yeah, inevitably, not long after you close yourself in, there'll be the light wrap of knuckles at the door, assuming you closed it.
Yep. You just hear yeah.
Hey, is everything okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
She kind of gingerly, like, did you lock the door?
Oh yeah.
You
I'm
hear
riding
her
high
just
on
kind
rage.
of-
He's like, oh Susie, you really don't want to be near me. You know what I mean? So
She,
I
like-
locked the door because then
gingerly tries the door. You hear her kind of lean against the door frame. You sure? You don't sound okay.
I'm fine. Don't worry about it. I'll be alright. Just being a complete failure as always.
Anton, you're not a failure.
Don't worry about it, Susie. It's fine.
I am worried about it.
Well, complete failure as always, so don't worry about it.
What did we say about beating yourself up? I'm sure we had that talk this morning. I'm pretty sure that was me being.
Yeah, well, everything I do fucks up, so there you go.
Everything you do doesn't fuck up, Anton.
Feels like it. Just can't think properly, can't think straight, and any ideas I have are just usually overheated and stupid.
Okay, so you're ramped up. Of course you are. A lot of shit
Can't
just
fucking
happened.
Think fucking straight.
So let's take some time to cool down and get it in
I
mind,
can't.
talk it out.
I can't.
Why not?
Because I can't get it out of my head.
Okay. You know, I just want you to know your sister involved my opinion in picking out what she insisted had to be the worst possible movie. You're kind of slumped down to sit outside the door. Not like against the door itself, but against the frame next to it.
It's probably better I don't turn up for that.
Oh, Anton, you'll break her heart.
Yeah, well, I'm good at letting people down.
You haven't let anyone down. You're not
Yeah.
responsible for what your dad did. None of us think you're
You don't know.
responsible for what your dad did.
You don't know what my dad did.
Well, I know at least part of it.
You don't know all of it.
Okay? Anton, regardless of what he did, you are not responsible for his choices.
Yeah, well, anything I do, I just can't stop thinking about it.
What happened?
Please don't make me say it.
Okay.
Let's just say he did more than just hurt Becca.
There's a brief kind of thoughtful silence. How's she doing?
She's not doing good. I managed to keep her. I managed to talk her around somewhat. Hell, I even let her punch me a few times.
Oh, it sounds like her.
But every time she sees me, she always remembers what happened.
Doesn't make it your fault. She'd probably feel the same way around me. I was there too.
Oh well. I just can't do anything right.
Well, I mean, you must do something right because he didn't like chase you off the property with a automatic weapon. And I mean, I still like you, and Heidi seems pretty fond of you. Go figure. Your family's downstairs, kind of worried about you right now. You must be doing at least a couple things right. And I'm sure if Bubba understood the situation, he'd be completely distraught.
Yeah. Just, you know, hurting.
I know.
I found his rehab place.
Yeah.
And I got so angry that I thought even about just running in there and attacking one of the doctors.
Oh, Anton.
I've been driving up and down the hill like a fucking maniac.
We'll work this out. We'll get a game plan.
I mean, all I have to do is just ring and ask for his information, probably, I imagine.
I mean, yeah, but if he was actually staying there, you might be able to ask to see his room if it hasn't been, I don't know, cleaned up and given to someone else. You could maybe learn about how it went, things you talked about.
Yeah. I just can't get out of this funk.
I mean, I like to think we would help if you'd let us.
Can't tell my mom that.
No, I won't. Just,
No, I can't tell people the truth. So how can I get out of it?
okay. But don't you think it might help to be around people that appreciate what you're doing and care about you?
Maybe.
Maybe just a little?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Heidi will literally just burst into tears if you refuse to let her through this door long enough. I'm just saying. You hear her shift a little bit. Gets her face a little closer to the crack in the door. You know, your mom tried to give her a cream soda today and she demanded a straw. It was pretty fantastic, I'm not gonna lie. And actually, here's a question. When you took those the pictures with your phone the other night, did you send her any of them?
Which pictures? Where?
Oh, just the ones of like Heidi being goofy as shit and like the
Yeah.
lot of you hanging out in the kitchen.
He does.
And actually,
He
yeah,
would have.
all things considered, what she sends you instead is like a short video clip, like obviously taken with the phone. Well, she's just sitting outside.
To hear a smirk.
Yeah, you like you go to check it because you autopilot that shit, and it's literally just a clip of Heidi doing that stupid thing with the glasses, with the shades, the little bobble bobble bobble. And when she finally hears the smirk as she's watching that stupid video, she just kind of leans in. You can tell she like mushes her face against the door just to be a little ridiculous and try to make you laugh a bit. Just because some things are bad doesn't mean everything's bad. Why don't you come downstairs?
I'll ring this place and then I'll come down. They're on night shift. They'll answer.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Okay. Better.
And yeah, he'll ring the rehab center.
All right, you ring the rehab center. And yeah, you initially get the little service desk thing that's like, oh, press this for, to speak to so and so, press this for this. Like, goddamn, my brain. Basically, so they can direct your call to the right people. And yeah, you can click through to talk to any number of people, either just like customer service / front desk type thing. To set up a consultation, hit 2, etc., etc.
Yeah, cactus reception and all that.
And yeah, there's immediately an obnoxiously chipper voice on the line. And it's, oh, hey, my name is Susan with, Blue Ridge Mountain Rehab. What can I do for you today?
Hi, my name's Anton McGraw. I'm Paul McGrath's son.
Paul McGraw. Give me just one moment. And, you hear a clickety, 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 clickety. Well, it looks like Paul McGraw, you said your father has checked out already. Is there anything we can do for you? Did you need a forwarding number?
I have a forwarding number. I need to speak to whoever was holding his consultation. He is after attacking my mother upon his release.
Oh, we're very sorry to hear that. I will see if I can arrange a callback with you. The doctor in question is not in this evening, but I can give him your number and a message and ask him to contact your family.
If you can get him to contact me on this number, that would be great. Just say that I need to talk about possibly having a location of where his address is I need to, Yeah.
All right, let me just take a note down here. And you hear scribbling and whatnot. You do also actually hear a bit of clicking. I'm afraid we don't have a forwarding address I can give you. I doesn't look like he has anywhere he planned to stay or housing available, but I can let you know if he updates us.
Updating would be nice.
Absolutely. Let me add your information to his file here. Click, 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 click.
Nods to himself. What to fucking ask?
And if there has been an incident of domestic violence, do feel free to allow law enforcement to know that he was recently one of our tenants, and we would be happy to answer any questions.
Yeah, no problem. What to ask? Fuck me, this is tough. Forwarding address, forwarding information. Is his current room available? If he might have left some stuff belonging to us there. My mom would like it back.
I can check and see. Some of our tenants do at times leave personal belongings in the rooms, and we do box them up when we clean them up. So let me take a quick look here. More clickety, clickety, clickety.
Just sits there very numbly.
It does look like he did leave a few personal items that have been boxed up. If you'd like to come collect those.
That would be great.
Absolutely. When can we expect you?
Tomorrow, if that's feasible.
Absolutely. You just walk up to the front desk and let us know. I will leave a note on the file.
Okay, that's perfect. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's no problem at all. Is there anything else I can do for you today?
What was he in treatment for exactly? He never specified.
It looks like alcohol dependency.
Okay. Okay. Thank you for the clarification.
Absolutely.
He's like, that woman is too fucking chipper hearing, basically. That way Anton's kind of plugged into his family there, completely ignorant. He's like, fuck me, that's fucking cold. Jeez. He's in the back of his head. It's like, you wormy son of a bitch. You know what I mean? This is, you are the real villain, and this is, he hangs up, you know what I mean? But he'll thank her.
Receptionist. Yep.
Yeah.
She's the real mastermind.
You probably say that. It's like, that was fucking cold as fuck. Fuck me. Stands up and he watched the movie, but he detaches very quickly.
Yeah, you end up pulled downstairs with everyone. I mean, and there's dinner and whatnot, and yeah, you end up piled on the couch with your sister and Suzanne and Heidi. Heidi actually is sat on the floor, right between your legs, essentially, leaning back on you.
He's very withdrawn. He barely eats. And yeah, he kind of watches the movie, but then kind of quietly makes his exit and goes upstairs. Probably 3/4 of the way through, while everyone's still enjoying it, he just quietly leaves.
All right. Here we go. So you get up and, you kind of detach yourself and just quietly kind of that I'm going to the bathroom walk, but do it all the way upstairs into your room. And almost immediately, are you closing the door, locking the door, any of that?
Just very gently closing the door, making as little noise as possible so nobody fucking hears him. Silence tonight.
Close the door. Mere moments later, the door opens. She doesn't even knock. She just quietly opens the door, waddles in.
Takes a breath in. He's like, oh, Yeah, Heidi.
Closes the door. Are you like what are you doing? Are you sitting? Are you laying? Are you what are you where are you?
Sitting looking out the window. Just white knuckling the whole time.
Like on a chair or
On a chair. Probably on that little, laptop chair type thing. Yeah, the
Yeah.
spinny ones.
little computer chair?
Yeah.
And she just walks over and leans over and hugs you around the shoulders. You're sad.
What? Yeah. Yeah, I am.
Don't be sad, Anton.
Oh, Heidi.
So
Takes a
earnest.
breath in. Oh, Heidi, why? Do you know what I mean? I'm in a character. Why? He'll just say, "Oh, and why is that?"
Because we want
Because
you to
what?
be happy.
Well, people don't always get to be happy.
You should get to be happy.
Yeah, well, maybe I don't get to be happy this time.
Immediately, like essentially like the pout. She actually comes around. Goes to put her hands on your cheeks, just looking at you properly. You do get to be happy.
Oh, really? And when do I get that?
Um, once the bad man's gone. Firm nod. That's how this works.
Right. Because. Right.
I think you should get to be happy.
'Cause that- Yeah, well, that's great, Heidi. But in the world of realism, I don't get to be happy.
Why not?
Because the real world fucking sucks, okay?
There's just a little nod of agreement, surprisingly enough. It does.
So sitting here telling me, oh, you should be happy, that's not fucking doing anything for me, alright?
He actually looks a little hurt by that. And what would make you happy?
Not being a guru, how about that?
But if you weren't a girl, you wouldn't have saved me.
Right. And if I wasn't a guru, none of that would happen to Becca. If I wasn't a guru, my dad wouldn't be sick and infected with whatever the same thing that, I don't know, maybe took you or something. I don't fucking know.
But if you weren't what you are, you couldn't save us. And bad things would still happen.
But you wouldn't be there to save us.
I'm doing a great job of that, Heidi.
Hmm?
I'm doing a great job of that.
Suzanne's safe. I'm safe. Your family's safe.
Right. But I let her get hurt.
Have you saved her too?
No.
Not even once?
Right, because just growls a bit. Just leave me alone, Heidi, alright?
She actually, she kind of recoils a little bit. Not in fear or anything, just because I don't think Anton's ever spoken harshly to her.
No, he's never snapped at her. Never. And again, he's incredibly standoffish. You know what I mean? Just, I don't want to snap and snarl. Okay?
But you don't want me to be here.
I do want you to be here. Just. Just. Can't face everybody, okay?
I wasn't gonna tell you to.
Yeah, well, everyone keeps trying to make me.
She finally just kind of looks down at her hands.
Just wanted to make you feel better.
Just rubs his face like. I don't. It's. Not even you can make me feel better right now, Heidi. Doesn't mean I don't want you around.
Am I safe? I'm quiet.
Why do you want to stay with me?
Because as you saved me, you make me feel safe. And everything else is bad, but when I'm around you, it's okay.
Alright.
She just very quietly, kind of. I guess she can't really nest in with him alongside him in a chair, not like a fucking rolly chair. And let's face it, unless it's a really good like desk chair, it's not going to hold both of them very well.
Nope.
So she just kind of glances around and finally just kind of folds down there over, like, just kind of alongside him, like leaning against the desk or whatever have you, that's just nearby. Near enough that she's kind of like sitting around where his feet are, just close. And after a brief pause and playing with her hands, she digs out the little shuffle, offers it. And the music.
No, I'll just end up crying.
Is that bad?
I don't like crying in front of you.
Cry in front of you all the time.
Yeah, well, you're a stronger person than me.
She kind of like reaches up, like looking to just lay a hand, on his arm, whatever she can reach. Honestly, even on his leg, if that's all he's going to give her.
I'll take the hand.
There's a thoughtful pause. Or she looks up. Like actually, looking him square on until he glances down. Like people generally respond to being like openly looked to.
He does.
I know what makes me selfish to be happy that you are what you are. Because it's hard having to see and know things that nobody else sees and knows. I'm sorry it makes you so sad. I'm sorry it's hard.
I am too.
Mom didn't like to cry in front of me either.
Don't want to get you all worried.
After another like pause, the thumb just kind of idly like rubs over his fingers. Sometimes I pretend I don't. I remember everything. Looks up at him.
Everything.
Mm-hmm. And I remember how scared I was until you came.
I've done a very good job since then.
You did.
Does
I
it
would
feel
have
like it?
died. I knew I was gonna die.
Yeah.
What if you hadn't been with me when I went home?
I know.
You do a lot of good things. Just very hard things.
This is the hardest thing.
Sorry?
Yeah, me too. I rubs his face. I can't just switch off like I normally do.
She finally kind of clambers back up. Very similar to when she first walked in, just kind of looks up behind the chair because it's the easiest way to get close to him. And just leans forward to hug him. Just up around the shoulders. Nesting her, nesting kind of her nose against his shoulder. Just hugs onto him.
Just touches the back of her head. Sorry.
It's okay. It's hard. Mama get so angry sometimes. And she broke things. But I know they're
Yeah.
bad, bad things. And I'm glad that you're there to kill the boogeyman. He leans over and gives him, like, to kind of lighten the thing, because let's face it, she just said boogeyman. She turns around to give him just, like, a soft little peck on the cheek.
Just holds her very tightly.
Yeah, she even, like, nuzzles up cheek to cheek with him after that. Just nestles close, hugs tightly.
I'm glad I have you.
Me too. Finally, like, reaches up to ruffle his hair. Because if you didn't have me, nobody would have me.
Nods, like, fair. As much as I care about Susie, I think you're stealing my heart, Heidi.
And I'm going to give you a perception empathy. To catch her shit.
Okay. Bleh. Discord. Oh.
Oh yeah. You catch on to her shit. And she just, very innocently is like, feeling is wrong. And just, she is. You know what? She does
Wait,
have
what?
moments where she gets pretty airheaded. She's putting on.
What did she say?
She just, you're stealing my heart. And she was like, stealing's wrong. But yeah, it's basically
I
you
see
can tell
right-
that like she's not as airheaded as she's acting right now. She understood.
I see right. I see right through that.
See through it.
Stealing is wrong.
She grins. Still a very sweet smile, but she still grins. Well, it is. Kind of plucks at his hair like, I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm not gonna say anything back.
She gives him another, like, soft peck of a kiss on, like, the temple this time. I already told you I'm yours.
Look, kind of shifts uncomfortably, like, right. Oh.
That's how it works.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
Means I take care of you and you take care of me.
Okay. All right then. Gives an awkward
Still the mock innocent, like, kind of playing with his hair, like, yes.
Heidi, for once, let's not be innocent. Be honest with me. Because you know more than me.
About what?
Gestures at himself. This.
What about you? Exactly.
Gives her like a frown, like, wait, what? That type of frown.
Like, she's basically like, what exactly are you asking?
What you're saying, you're mine. What does that mean?
It's what you do. I was my mom's before because she was my mom. My dad was my mom's too.
Okay.
She's gone. And there's the one back home. And I was supposed to be his one day, but he's not here. And I don't want to go. I want to stay with you and be yours.
Oh. Okay. Nods awkwardly, like, right. That's. The back of his, he's like, that's intense. Fuck me. Okay. Ooh.
Yeah, she says it like it's no big thing. But from outside the culture, that's pretty that's a
Oh.
thing that just happened.
Oh. Oh. Okay then. So right. And is it like is it just a like you me thing or
Mm-mm.
um
I'm pretty sure your
oh,
family is yours too.
and what about Becca? Just she's one of us.
Tilts her head slightly. She could be, if you wanted her to be.
I do. It's important.
Yeah. She could be yours too.
I'll do it. She needs to know somebody gives a shit.
Just means you take care of us. And we take care of you.
I'll accept that.
Smiles.
Just bit very yeah.
It's okay. You don't have
'Cause
to
I
marry
imagine
all of us. Pat pats him on the head.
frown. I mean like like she hits the jazz music stop button on his face. Marry.
Well, they always have the person you marry too. That's always one of them. That's usually the first one.
Right.
Except maybe family.
Oh.
That's why I was gonna get married.
Oh. So do we have to get married?
There's a thoughtful head tilt. No. Don't have to.
Do you want to? Kind of gives like this is like how like I like just like with this confused like bah, fa, jama, bah.
Get another squeeze. Don't care. As long as I'm yours.
Right. That's incredibly unhelpful. That's not a yes or a no. I'm just nods
Nope.
to himself. That's probably even worse.
I guess it just depends on if you want to do those things or if you just want to do the things you do. Points. Like pokes his nose.
I don't know those things.
Mom called it taking a mate. Sage nod. Doesn't always mean getting married.
Rubs the back of his head awkwardly, like I've been taking many mates in the back of his head. Like, you can have more than one.
Mm-hmm.
Nods to himself, like safe. It's that type of nod, Katie. It's like, whew.
The whoo. Yep.
So mate number one and mate number two won't get jealous of each other, right?
Maybe.
Oh. Okay then. Let me put it like this. If mate number one and mate number two knew about each other, would they get jealous?
I don't know. It depends on who they are. They don't get jealous.
Um Well, do you want to be that? It says exactly like that.
Oh, yeah. That's how it
Oh,
works.
oh. Okay then. Stares at her awkwardly.
She just kind of looks back at him, super calm about it. I was saying the whole time.
So you're gonna be my mate?
Hmm?
Yeah, you just said it there. You're gonna be my mate.
Mhm.
Right. Gulps. It's like he actually looks more nervous now than anything, so he's just kind of sitting there like, uh. Okay then. I'll Why, look at this bedroom. Very bedroomy.
She just leans in and gives him that same very, very soft kiss on the lips she's given him, like before, when they've been laying around or just being calm and close. She's convinced it's a soothing thing to do.
Freezes up when she actually kisses him because it's like, ooh.
Yeah, it's the exact same light little kiss she's given him before.
I know, but it's like after the conversations they've just had, it's like, duh. Makes that noise. He makes that noise.
He was, but she like startles a little, like, oh, are you okay?
Um, yeah. Just, I didn't realize you were ready already.
Didn't realize you were
She
what
go,
already?
Ready? Already?
Well, I must be because I was betrothed to someone, so.
Oh. Well then. Okay. It's a fair point. I'll just, man. So, everyone downstairs comfortable?
Mm-hmm. Suzanne was
Oh.
right. I came to check on you.
Do you think she's gonna come in?
Shrug.
Probably wouldn't be good if she did. Because that's basically what she's just done in his mind. She's like,
She.
gotta.
Here's the best part. She kind of looks over, kind of glances back at the door, glances back over at him. Why not?
Hang on. I gotta find the appropriate. Hang on. I'm not finished yet. Like this will probably start playing in the back of Anton's head.
Oh God, which one is this? Damn it, darn.
As he'll actually just stare at her, like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Stare. With the most like ludicrous expression on his face.
Give me a peony for fucking lols. Please pass. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Skin that.
So perfect and innocent.
Heidi.
Hmm?
You didn't know what happens when people are coupled together, right?
Drugs.
That's not an answer. Kind of even starts to panic a bit like that. No, you're older than me. No.
Yeah, my mom taught me about the thing.
The birds and the bees.
Mhm.
Did she? Did she mention the part where, uh, you know,
She like
normally
leans
when
in to do like that harsh whisper of like, you mean the having sex part?
Yeah. Do you know what happens when in most marriages, Heidi?
Sage nod.
Enlighten me.
They have sex.
Just rubs his forehead. Yeah, and you
And then
just
have babies. Firm nod. Because that's how it works, technically.
mm-hmm. Yep. That about does it. And I'm supposing this mating thing is similar, right? Yes, maybe, no, yeah.
Usually. I
So
think.
what do you think happens there?
You have sex.
And you just go back to what you just said to me.
Blank.
Come on, work the gears, Heidi.
Would she be mad?
Probably. And then again with Suzuki, who the fuck knows?
Oh.
Yeah, she gets a bit territorial. Now, I have many other mates. Suzuki's my alpha mate.
Hilariously, she seems to accept this pretty readily.
He's like, okay, now I know how that works. So, I think it's as long as she doesn't see.
Does that mean you're gonna marry her?
I don't know.
Heidi, starring with all the awkward questions.
I mean, Susie's not one of us.
Oh, I don't think she counts.
Do you want to go down and tell her that?
No. Little head shake, like, no.
Well, we'll just, in terms of, she counts.
Okay.
In this house, she can't. Okay.
Okay.
But you've just, yeah.
Still totally placid and happy. Clearly isn't catching where the rub is here.
He just stands up finally. Heidi, you just propositioned me for sex.
Oh, you want
That's
to do
basically
that
what
right
you
now?
just did. It makes the most awkward face. Like I don't even know what to say. Yes, no, maybe. Huh? Um. Um.
Did you not understand before when I said I was yours? I already
No.
told you that.
I explained, but hmm. It's been a bit of a busy week.
Mm-hmm.
It just sits down on the bed, really confused. Like I don't even know what's happening.
I mean, inevitably she plops down next to him because that's how she do. It's Heidi. Proximity!
He'll look over. He won't sound harsh while saying this. I need you to be honest. As much as I let you away with talking all fly and adorable, and just be straight up with me.
Know what?
Is this what you want?
You mean being yours or the sex?
Both. Both. We'll go with both. Both.
Yes. And I don't know.
Okay. Why? I don't know.
Oh, I've never done it before. I don't know.
Oh, Mother of God. Right. Okay then. Well, when you let me know, figure that. Well, when you know, well, yeah.
Oh. Okay.
Looks over, even more terrified by that answer.
You'll put this in Heidi's hands at your own risk. Congratulations.
He's pretty terrified, to be honest. He was like, oh God, she's gonna pounce on me. Oh God. Oh God.
I mean, for what it's worth, she doesn't look especially prone to pouncing in the moment.
It's normally when, you feel a great attraction to somebody. That helps.
There's a little knot.
It would have probably happened, but we had the awkward conversations, that kind of,
You said Suzanne would get mad.
No. Rubs his head. I mean, if she saw, maybe would get mad. Maybe. As long as she knows that she's top. I don't. As long as she knows she's alpha. There you go. Hey, that's logic you understand in the back of his head.
I mean, she seems to understand both equally.
As long as she understands she's alpha, she's content.
Oh, good. I wouldn't want her to be mad.
No, we have I'm sure you guys heard of that stuff before.
Just kind of shrugs.
As long as I'm going back to her, she's happy.
Okay. Leans on your shoulder. Like, put their head on it.
Gives the most awkward face, like, what?
Just love that it's the exact same normal Heidi behavior. And he's just spending the whole time going, bleh.
It's because she's just like, well, you're mine and we get married, boy. Fuh. Sure. Okay, I'm gonna get in the bed.
Okay.
Turn around.
She, like, blinks. Turns away.
I'm taking off my. Takes off his clothes, the most fastest change of your life, into his boxers and t-shirt. You know what I mean?
She very attentively turns away. The whole time.
Okay. Gonna get into bed. Just lies awkwardly in bed. Where did Susie say you were sleeping?
She shrugs. And just ambles over. And turns off the light. Because it's bedtime.
Makes that noise.
She kind of glances back over. Are you scared? I can turn the light back on.
Not of the dark. I'm not scared of the dark.
Okay.
Uh-uh.
And she proceeds to, like... I mean, it's your room, and let's face it, like... Yeah, she's just gonna, like, find her fucking PJs. And change into them with... I mean, at this point, you've had to, like, even shower her while she was all fucked up. So she just changes into her PJs. And toddles over. And climbs in on the far side of the bed, like, yay.
Stares at her awkwardly.
And she nestles up to you the same way she has every time you've slept next to her.
Heidi?
Hmm?
I need you to separate. Like, you one side of the bed, me one the other side of the bed.
Her on what?
You one side, you here side.
Her one side and you on the other, or her on one side and, like, Suzanne on the other?
He's even more confused because he doesn't know if she's coming in or not. He's like, you there, me there. Just distance.
She seems very confused by this entire proposition. Kind of glances over when he points to, like, the proper other side of the bed. Why?
Right now, I'm hurting. When I hurt, I have sex, take my mind off it. I don't want you to be that in my head.
Oh.
I respect you more than that.
Would that be bad?
Yeah. Because it means it's not special. means you're just something I use to take my mind off things. And you're not that to me. You're someone I care about.
Can I still hold your hand?
Yeah.
Okay. And yeah, she finally, like, all in all, this has been a very perplexing interaction. But yeah, she scoots away, nests further under the blankets because now she doesn't have a a person-sized space heater. But she does take a hold of his hand.
Yeah, he feels better about himself. He's like, no, you stick to your morals and he'll fall asleep.
Yeah, you get to sleep with, like, Heidi, like, probably nesting her face alongside the hand.
Yay.
Can we call it there, sir?
Yeah.
Okay.